Hey guys, look what I got. That's right, I got the E-flite UMX Night Vapor, and in this video we're going to unbox it, we're going to take a look at all the parts and pieces, we're going to look at it in pitch black, and we may even try and fly it inside for the maiden flight. Coming up next, we're going to see what's going on inside the box. All right guys, here's what it looks like inside the box. And I have to say that the black and the different shades of gray and yellow really look good together. Another huge thing that pops out to me right away is the fact that I can see additional carbon spars added to the wings, the main wings and the horizontal stabilizer. So that is going to increase your durability, at least in theory. And we may test that a bit if I am crazy enough to fly this indoors. But coming up next, we're going to take it completely out of the box and take a closer look. Okay everybody, these screws and these little plastic dealy whoppers come inside the box as well, but that's it. It's these and the plane, which I'm going to show you coming up next. All right everybody, here's a quick look at this thing. Looks very, very good in my opinion, and I'm really picky. Honestly, I'm not very kind, or at least haven't been historically, to Horizon Hobbies designs on planes. That's why I'm putting so much emphasis on it, because if I don't like the way a plane looks in person, I'm gonna make note of it. Let's put it that way. One thing that I did notice that I'm not a fan of, but it's not a big thing, it's just worth noting. That looks like a crop mark. Those of you that have done desktop publishing, any kind of marketing at all, you'll know that crop marks, and that should have been tucked under somewhere, but that's minor. You're not going to see it. And one of the reasons for that is because you're going to be flying it in low light, and there's a light right there. It's a light right there, and I'm sure there are little lights like that in other places. I think there's one right there as well. Got the prop. We've got that's where the motor is. It says hot. It will get hot, so don't touch that. That's where the gearbox is. It's a really lightweight, bare bones RC ultralight design, because it's got to be light to fly the way this thing is. That's okay. This is where the battery goes, right there. And this whole fuselage, if you will, is far more sturdy and stable than previous Vapors that I've had my hands on, and that is awesome. This wing strut right there, far more robust than any of the previous Vapors that I've had my hands on. That is just plain awesome. Very cool. Yep, got a good look at the light under there. That is pretty darn awesome. And then I also want to show, this is your tail skid, and there's no tail wheel, but you don't really need that because this thing gets in the air nice and quick. Also have carbon fiber reinforcement, additional other than just around the perimeter. Got it running right through the back middle part. They really thought of everything this time on this plane, this iteration of it, so that is awesome. When companies listen to feedback from people, and on this plane, the original Park Zone Night Vapor was out for a very long time, and a lot of people gave feedback, and it looks like they listened to just about every part that was actionable. So that is awesome, guys. Coming up next, I'm going to plug this thing in, and we're going to see what it looks like in the dark. Here we go, guys. This is what it looks like immediately after you bind it. What I did is I just added a basic acro model memory, and this is the default color setting. Now you can change it. You can cycle through different color options, which is fantastic. I have not set that up yet in my radio, and I probably will before I fly it indoors. But I will say this, the light color switching is the least of my worries right now. I've got a short window of time to do an indoor maiden flight, and that is coming up next. All right guys, we've got this thing set up. We have it in high rates. Safe is off. I did figure out how to cycle the lights. At least I think I do. It's not super responsive in that regard, but anyhow, this is really not smart. I do not recommend this, but as an RC reviewer, you got to do stuff that's a little crazy and a little out of your comfort zone. Well, there you go. All right, let's try that one again. Okay, I do not recommend this at home. We're gonna give it one more try. And if it doesn't work out well, we're just gonna continue on with the unboxing. I don't wanna beat this thing up too bad. However, we gotta try it again. All right, I don't quit very easily, so I'd move the battery back a little bit farther, see if we can get into a little bit more of a high alpha deal. Do not do this at home, guys. This is really stupid what I'm doing. I gotta call this out. I've got way too much crap in the way. However, we're gonna try it again anyway. Okay, so I don't quit very easy. We're gonna give this one more try from a more elevated position, and we're gonna see what happens, guys. I have a feeling if I keep going, I will break this thing. So far, it seems pretty durable, but yeah, let's give this one more try and see what happens. Well, we just took out some rockets. I think we're getting closer. I may not quit. All right, one last time for real this time. I'm probably gonna bash into something again, but you know what? I hope you guys found this thing entertaining, and I'm gonna be patient after this unless I completely destroy it right here. So, without further ado, this should be my final attempt in this ridiculously small space. Without this stupid treadmill in the way, that would it'd probably fly just fine in here. But I don't have anywhere else to put it, so there you go. Here we go, guys. Well, that's the way to end it. All right, guys, I hope you just enjoyed the chaos that ensued inside my living room. Now we're going to get into the pros and cons. As far as the pros go, the lights. The main thing about this deal is the lights. Awesome. Next thing, carbon fiber everywhere. Clearly, it made it durable. I'm going to be able to fly this again outside in a more intelligent scenario, and I'm not going to do anything more until then. I plan to fly it on my live show, but I just proved to myself that my piloting skills with the capability of this inside that tiny space, they just don't resonate. They don't match. So I'm not going to do that. Another big pro is that the landing gear, it pops off if it's overloaded. It's got a little plastic thing that snaps out. I was able to snap that back in. Now I will say this, I need to bend this wire back, but I did not do that because I wanted to show you guys that it was a little off kilter, because I did beat the crap out of it. I'm really surprised that the prop shaft and the gears did not get toasted. That is awesome. I will say this too, the frame itself is a little bit looser than when I started, but that's to be expected. A plane like this should not be able to handle what I just put it through. So durability, big thumbs up. As far as the cons go, nothing major. Just this little red crop mark there, nothing huge. One thing that was really weird that I just noticed when I positioned it like this is this side of the rudder does not have the branding, the covering. So they only put it on one side, which I find very strange. So maybe there was a reason for that decision, or maybe someone dropped the ball. I don't know, but that still gets a con for me because that just looks weird. All right, with all that being said, this thing still gets a huge thumbs up from GBLynden. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check the links in the description. And GBLynden, out.